Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, Mother's Day, of course, like most days we celebrate, whether it's holiday, birthdays, etc. It's a mixed bag for different people. uh, for some, it is totally 100% happy celebration. For others, it is a day only of grief and sadness, Mother's Day. And for others, it's a mixed bag. So, for many, someone sent this to me on Facebook, or not to me, but it was on Facebook this morning. Yeah, I played an event last night. Our group played for a festival, and it was a barbecue festival. And the whole thing, the air was full of smoke from the barbecue pits all up and down the streets. And I didn't know if I'd have a voice today. I was breathing in all that smoke last night. And I came home from the event and wondered, I'm too tired. I don't even want to think about what I might talk about tomorrow. And I woke up and it took me a minute. I'd had one cup of coffee and I went, oh, yeah, it's Mother's Day. So there we go. Okay. So for me, Mother's Day, as well as all the holidays and days celebrated, is always somewhat of a mixed bag. And not that I grieve a lot on any of those days, but I do think of others, and I do think about the commercialism that's around all of those events. You know, it's just a way, it's not to not be grateful for these traditions and these days we take to celebrate, but got to be careful of expectations for what those days mean for certain ones. We got to be careful of that. And these expectations we put on it, such as if you don't get me a birthday card, I'm going to feel unloved or unappreciated. That's not true. But we'll make it true. We'll use these so-called holidays in expectations to end up, we set up an expectation to get upset. Setting up brings upset if it doesn't happen. So it's wonderful that it does, and it's wonderful if it doesn't. In the true sense, every day is a celebration. Every day is Mother's Day from the Creator. Gratitude to the Creator that birthed us into being. We can always turn to that. And that is a reason to always celebrate every day, every moment, so that you don't wait for these special, it's only on Mother's Day that you can celebrate motherhood. No, but once again, I'm not knocking the holidays, but it's had a little bit wider perspective on things. Yeah. So, so this was on Facebook. It was Happy Mother's Day to the mothers, moms and mamas, to the mothers of, and I added this one, to the mothers of furry creatures, because my daughter-in-law, my son and daughter-in-law didn't have children, but their pets are their children. And just like your kitty cat there, we'll celebrate your motherhood with your kitty cat. But their dogs are just like their children. So yeah. Happy Mother's Day to grandmothers and great grandmothers, to those mothers whose children live miles away, mothers who are sending their children off to college, such as my daughter's son is heading to Harvard. um, mothers, uh, mother figures, caretakers, and guardians, to those who have lost parents, to those fathers who are doing their best to be motherly to their children. Um, I know the man that I'm in a relationship with, his wife passed 3 years ago, and or 4 years now almost. Anyway, he's doing his best to be the mother to his daughter that he can be, with dealing with her mental issues, which is very new for him, that position. Um, Mothers who have lost children at birth or at any age. And of course, I think of certain ones who have recently lost children. To those who have strained relationships with their mothers, who have gone through periods of that with my own children. It's been strained, but all is good now. And to those mothers who have strained relationships with their children, those mothers who have mental and physical disabilities, which that there's some of that in my family. Mothers who are addicted to drugs or alcohol or both, and there's been a little bit of that in my family. To Mother Mary, the symbol of that which births us into existence, the mother aspect of God. And the last one here was those who are forced, those mothers whose children have been taken away from them. And I think of the immigrants who crossed over and whose children were immediately taken away and put in situations. It's just unfathomable to me what they had to have gone through and still go through. So yeah, it's to be celebrated, but it's also giving ourselves permission to grieve the other side of it. So this is my mother was a wonderful, and I know we could spend all day talking about our mothers, positive and negative, but I had a very loving mother, but we had some situations when I was young that I've told the story. I think I really didn't forgive my mother until she was on her deathbed, and that was a few years ago, and we had our moment of total forgiveness, and I brought her into my heart right before she passed. So all is good. But I also am grateful to not have seen so many aspects of my mother that I see now that I'm older and walking in her shoes in certain situations with my kids and my life. And so I'm constantly looking up or wherever she is and going, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't get it back then. But this is a poem that my sister, we're both writers. Our dad was a writer, so sort of in our blood. But this is a poem she wrote for my mother a few years back, before she passed, titled Porcelain Doll. And it goes like this. She looks like a porcelain doll, feminine features, full of grace, fired to perfection over the years. Great strength underlines her delicate face. This one has quite a story to tell, but she'll not steal the stage. She'll listen with a careful ear, growing wiser with age. This one's not content to let you pass by, hungry and weary and chilled to the bone. This one's not content to sit on the shelf and let you cry all alone. She carries a hammer of justice, rings the freedom bell, sings a song of love throughout the land. She's more than just an empty shell. No pulling the wool over this doll's eyes. They're sharper than most. They really see. She'll not follow anyone blindly. She knows what it means to be free. It's true she has been broken, but time has helped her heal. Like a treasured velveteen rabbit, she's becoming more and more real. Passionate lady, peaceful dove, a beauty like no other. I'll keep her with me all my life, for she's my precious mother. Brings back some memories. But anyway, this is, I'm going to go on into the song that I wrote for her years ago, back in 1989. So there were 6 of us kids, and Dad was like one of the kids as well. She was a very nurturing mother. She didn't get nurturing from her mother, and so she was making up for it with her family. Mama had 6 kids, 6 Mama had, with 1 more to care for, and that was Dad. Fed us on love from morning till night, picking up toys and breaking up fights. Daddy built a house, and Mama made a home, held it all together with faith and hope. If we were poor, we were never aware. A house full of love can never be bare. Mama seemed to always stand in the back, never going first, always going last, making sure she saw to everyone's needs, holding up the rear and bandaging the knees. Every night Mama tucked us in, gave us a hug and a kiss, and then to each she would give God's grace from above. We're always living in Mama's love. Mama's love. Mama's love. We were always living in Mama's love. In spite of the years of troubles and tears, scars of the past she proudly wears. Dickie and Mike, Danny and me, Mark and Tracy, her 6 babies. I had it so good I didn't realize how blessed I was to have a mama like mine. If there's one thing I wish I could be, that's the kind of mama my mama was to me. Mama had 6 kids, 6 Mama had, with 1 more to care for, and that was Dad. Fed us on love from morning till night. We'll be full of Mama's love for the rest of our life. Yeah, and it was last summer. Me and my brother and friend were playing at some kind of festival, and we were under a tent. My mother collected butterflies, and they were, all over the house, pictures, statues, blah, blah, blah. And so a butterfly flew right under the tent we were under and landed on my shoulder and stayed there for the longest time. I looked over at my brother and I said, Mama's here. So yeah, she shows up once in a while, that's for sure. But anyway, regardless of judgments and regardless of my blindness to my mother's gifts that were constantly being funneled to all of her children, in spite of, like say, my judgments, there's so many beautiful memories of the kind of person my mother was, and so grateful for it. So I thought we might sort of come into a meditation, a forgiveness meditation, forgiving our own perceptions of what our mothers were and are, perceptions of what we've been taught that motherhood has to be. Perceptions of ourselves maybe not fulfilling that position of motherhood like we think we should have. We all do our best. We are not perfect. So I know my mother was a perfectionist and she never thought she got it right. And I made sure she knew that, but I was so wrong. So yeah, this is a meditation of forgiveness or release from mothers. Just like the holy instant I talk about with the Course, just an instant of laying down all of our meanings we give around that subject and other subjects. But yeah, so let's just come in. Let's breathe in. Breathe into the gratitude that we're feeling, or it might be grief. Grief and gratitude together. Happy, wonderful memories of mothers, grandmothers, of our children becoming mothers, our grandmotherhood. Let's come in and experience the totality of what that means for each of us. Happiness, sadness, happy memories, sad memories, the sadness of the loss of our mothers, the celebration of our mothers returning to the Divine Mother, us returning to the Divine Mother. All of it. Gratitude for the lessons our mothers gave us, taught us, the lessons we are learning as mothers, have been learning, and will continue to learn. Yeah. Gratitude for, once again, our husbands, our fathers, our sons, and them embracing their feminine aspect, the nurturing aspect of God. Gratitude to the Creator that birthed us into being. Our true mother, our universal Divine Mother. So we turn to the Creator with our joys and sorrows this day that we celebrate motherhood. So just take a moment in the silence as I accompany with music. Just feel the love of Mother and feel the forgiveness, the release of all perceptions. And let us take this time to celebrate the freedom that our mothers deserve. The freedom from our judgments, our meanings. Let's lift them up. Lift them up into the divine. Ave Maria.
Ave Maria, Kyrie eleison.
I am one with the heart of the Mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Mother. I am one with God. I am one with the heart of the Mother. I am one with the heart of love. I am one with the heart of the Mother. I am one with God.
Ave Maria, Kyrie eleison. Ave Maria, Kyrie eleison.
Ave Maria. Hail to Mary. Hail to all Marys, divine mothers, giving birth, that which births all within us. We birth our lives every day, every moment. We have that divine feminine within us, all of us, that births ideas, that manifests creation. We sing praises to our motherhood, all of us.
Ave Maria, Kyrie eleison. Ave Maria, Kyrie eleison.
Kyrie eleison. Lord, have mercy. Lord, with your mercy upon us, we are forgiven. We forgive ourselves. We release ourselves from any judgments that we may have, that we need somehow to be perfect. Perfect. What we birth, what we think, how we live our lives. We release, forgive ourselves.
Ave Maria, Kyrie eleison. Ave Maria, Kyrie
Let's just bask in the divine mother presence for a moment. Feel it within us. Feel us breathing it, being it, rushing through us, this creation, this birthing, this creativity within us. Feel it and honor it. Alleluia, 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 alleluia.